Have you ever wondered what happens when a town dies? Imagine a single road stretching into the horizon, leading you to a place time forgot. Dust devils dance down empty streets, past storefronts with peeling paint and silent, staring windows. This is where civilization's pulse faded to nothing. But why did they leave and what stayed behind? My name is Me, and I explore the places the world has left behind. These aren't just ruins. They're stories frozen in amber. In this desert mining camp, a dinner table is still set for a meal that was never eaten. In a post office on a quarantined island, stacks of letters wait for hands that will never claim them. Deep in a flooded valley, machinery stands halted mid-motion, surrendering to the silent water. Each object is a clue, a breadcrumb leading back to a moment of sudden, desperate departure. It's like an entire community vanished in the blink of an eye. But sometimes, when the sun dips below the mountains and the shadows grow long, you realize you're not entirely alone. You hear at first a faint footstep on the floor above you, in a hall that's been empty for a century. Then, a flicker of light from a powerless bulb. A draft of icy air that whispers past your ear, carrying words you can't quite understand. These places hold memories, echoes of joy and sorrow. But some are haunted by something more, a guardian of its secrets. A spectral warden who walks these hollow streets, ensuring the past is never disturbed. They say history is written by the victors. But in these ghost towns, history is etched into the very walls. It's a chilling reminder that while people may leave, some places refuse to die. They remember, and they wait. What forgotten towns do you know? Let me know in the comments below. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of abandoned places, make sure to follow and subscribe for more explorations into the unknown. Thanks for watching. Imagine driving down a road that seems to stretch into nowhere. The sun beats down, the asphalt shimmers, and then you see it. A silhouette on the horizon. A town, but as you get closer, you realize something is wrong. The silence is deafening. Welcome to a place frozen in time. Dust coats everything like a funeral shroud. Paint peels from storefronts like sunburned skin. A child's tricycle lies on its side, one wheel still slowly spinning in the wind. You've stumbled upon a ghost town, a place where life stopped dead in its tracks. But the real question isn't just asterisk how asterisk it died. It's asterisk what asterisk stayed behind. Join me and my fellow explorer May as we peel back the layers of dust and time to uncover the chilling secrets of these forgotten places. From desert mining camps abandoned overnight to entire valleys swallowed by water, each one has a story to tell. Our first stop is a forgotten mining town in the heart of the desert. Gold fever built this place, a bustling community carved out of rock and grit. But the gold ran out, and so did the people. Or so the story goes. Look here, inside this saloon. The tables are still set for a game of poker that was never finished. Cards are splayed out, chips are stacked, and a half-empty glass sits waiting for a player who vanished a century ago. It's like they just got up and walked out. But why? What could make an entire town abandon their lives, their homes, their possessions, in the blink of an eye? May, what are you seeing over there? May's voice is even stranger in the old post office. There's a whole sack of unclaimed mail here. Letters from loved ones, business correspondence, telegrams, none of them ever reached their destination. It's a pile of unanswered questions. This one is postmarked October 28, 1888. The next day, records show the town was empty. It's as if time itself just stopped. The machinery in the mill is halted mid-motion, or still sitting in the crushers. It's a snapshot of a final, frantic moment. But it is when the sun goes down that you truly understand why these places are called asterisk ghost asterisk towns. The wind whispers through broken window panes, carrying voices that aren't there. You hear footsteps echoing down empty hotel corridors where no living soul has walked for 100 years. That's when the chill crawls up your spine. It's not just the cold desert night. It's the feeling of being watched. We once explored an old, quarantine hospital on an island off the coast. It was a place of immense suffering, and you could feel it lingering in the air, heavy and oppressive. We set up our equipment in the main ward. As darkness fell, the EMF meters started screaming. Lights, which had no power source, began to flicker on and off at the end of the hall. It was a terrifying silent disco performed for an audience of ghosts. We heard it then, a soft, dragging sound. It was coming closer. We aimed our cameras down the hallway. For a split second, a figure was there, gaunt, dressed in what looked like a tattered coat, its eyes dark, sunken pits of sorrow. It was the spectral warden, a legend we only read about. They say he was the last doctor, who refused to leave his patients even in death. He still patrols the halls, a lonely guardian of a forgotten plague. He wasn't threatening, he was lost. A permanent resident, bound to his duty. These towns are more than just ruins. They are monuments to lives cut short, to dreams that turned to dust. In a valley in the south, an entire town was intentionally flooded to create a reservoir. Families were forced to leave their ancestral homes. Today, when the water level is low, the church steeple emerges from the depths, a lonely finger pointing to the sky. Divers who have explored the submerged streets speak of an unnerving silence, of seeing ghostly figures staring out of the windows of their watery graves, forever waiting to come home. It is in these moments you realize that some places hold on to the past with a grip that death cannot loosen. The emotions, the tragedies, the unfinished business, it all soaks into the wood, the stone, the very earth itself. History isn't just written in books. It's etched into the walls of these silent towns. They serve as a stark reminder that when you build a community, you're creating more than just buildings. You're creating a collective memory. And sometimes, that memory refuses to fade away. So the next time you see a forgotten road, a path less traveled, you might wonder where it leads. It might lead to a place like this, a town sleeping under a blanket of stars and secrets. A place that remembers. A place that waits. They say these towns are dead, but if you listen closely, you'll hear their hearts still beating faintly in the dark. What do you think happened to the people who lived here? Was it a rush for a new life, or a desperate flight from something they couldn't explain? Let us know your theories in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the quiet heart of terror. If you enjoyed exploring the unknown with us, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Stay curious and stay safe.